Hello friends, I'm George, the nice smelling gentleman. Welcome back to the channel guys, I hope that all of you are doing well. In this video today I'm going to talk about a ridiculously good clone that comes from the House of Fragrance world. The fragrance itself is called Invicto Victorius Elixir and as you can probably tell by hearing the name of this fragrance, this is a clone of Paco Rabanne's Invictus Victorius Elixir. And as I said, this is a ridiculously good clone. Before I show you the packaging and the presentation of Invicto Victorius Elixir, I just wanted to follow up on something. Yesterday, my video yesterday was a review of two fragrances from Fragrance World. One of them was called Zachariah. When I showed you the packaging of this fragrance, I mentioned that there's a scroll inside the box that you can get, that you are getting, but I didn't actually show you the full scroll. And one of my viewers, his nickname is KRL4845, actually commented that it would have been nice if I have showed the actual scroll and the text on the scroll itself, and I promised that viewer, that I'm going to do that. So here is the actual scroll. I hope that you can see what it's written here. It's written in Arabic and yes, I just wanted to follow up on this and keep up my promise. And now let's get back on track with Invicto Victorius Elixir. Let's quickly go over the packaging. The fragrance comes packaged in this black colored box with the dark blue and golden accents. On the front you got the name of the Fragrance World logo, the concentration, which is EDP, and the bottle size, which is 100 milliliters. On the top you get and on the back you get some additional Fragrance World sort of logos. You get a sticker of authenticity, and on the bottom there's a production date stamped on, which reads December of 2023. And once you take out the bottle, this is how it looks. It has a sort of a gradient color finish on it. The bottom is like a dark blue, and the upper you get, the darker it becomes, the color becomes darker until it reaches a full black color. And on the front you got the name of the fragrance itself. The cap is plastic, but I think it has a metallic coating. It's not a very snug fit. I wouldn't recommend picking up the bottle through the cap because it's quite heavy. And to be honest, I'm not really a huge fan of this bottle design, this bottle shape. To me it looks like the bottle has started to melt, something like that. But the packaging is alright. The note breakdown of Invicto Victorius Elixir from the House of Fragrance World has the following notes. The top notes are lavender, cardamom and black pepper. The middle notes are incense and patchouli, and the base notes are vanilla and tonka beans. I'll show you the sprayer in action, and then I'll tell you about the scent of Invicto Victorius Elixir. The sprayer on this fragrance is actually pretty nice. And now onto the scent of Invicto Victorius Elixir. The opening here has a hint of brightness, a hint of freshness. There's something citrusy in the opening of this fragrance, maybe something like a bergamot, like a fresh type of a mandarin note that Fragrance World have used. That combined with the lavender note gives this a slight brightness and a slight freshness in the opening. There's also a hint of spiciness from that cardamom and that black pepper notes, but it's neither very fresh or bright, neither a very spicy fragrance. Right after you spray this one, basically the most important and the most powerful things that you get out of it is the amount of sweetness that this fragrance has. Right from the get-go you get lots of the vanilla sweetness, lots of the ambery sweetness that's not listed in the note breakdown, and also the tonka bean is definitely there right after the first few seconds that you have sprayed this fragrance. When this goes into the dry down, you completely lose that little bit of spiciness and freshness that you get in the opening, and the dry down is mainly about the mix of vanilla, tonka bean and amber, with a hint of an incense note. It has a slight smoky vibe to it, and the patchouli is here as well. All in all, this is a very sweet fragrance from the first seconds that you spray it right to the late dry down. It's not a very complex scent, and it's quite linear. It doesn't change that much. As I said, it's more of a simple type of scent, but this can be perceived as a good thing because sometimes, you know, simple scents actually smell great, and that's the case when it comes to Invicto Victorius Elixir. When it comes to how close this fragrance is to the original scent, as I said in the opening of this video, this is ridiculously close. Maybe it lacks a bit of the freshness in the opening of the original fragrance. The original, to my nose, smells a little bit brighter, just a hint, you know, bit brighter compared to the Fragrance World clone, but other than that, it's very, very close, and on the dry down it's pretty much identical. So Fragrance World have done a fantastic job at copying the original scent. When it comes to performance, this is another area where Invicto Victorius Elixir didn't disappoint me. It's been giving me about 8 hours, maybe slightly over 8 hours of performance, with a very nice projection in the first 1.5 up to 2 hours. When it comes to the price tag, as usual, I'll be quoting the prices that I paid for my fragrances, and in this case I paid about 24 euros, I think, which is slightly less than $30 in the US, you know, price-wise, which I think is a fantastic deal when you consider what you get in return. And when it comes to versatility, this is a very sweet fragrance that's definitely more orientated towards the colder months of the year, definitely more of a nighttime scent, and definitely has a sort of an youthful vibe to it because of the amount of sweetness that it has. And onto my final thoughts about Invicto Victorius Elixir from the House of Fragrance World. Once again, I'm going to say this is a ridiculously good clone of the original fragrance from Paco Rabanne, you know, Invictus Victory Elixir. It's super nicely done. It's very well blended. There's absolutely no harshness or anything. There's a minor difference here in the opening compared to the original scent, but on the dry down, it's pretty much identical to the original fragrance. It has a very good performance. The price tag is pretty low, you know, and this fragrance is a compliment puller. Whether you like it or not, you know, nowadays this very sweet type of scent profile seems to be crowd favorites. You know, people enjoy them, ladies enjoy them as well. This, you know, people like how this fragrance smells, and this is, as I said, a compliment puller. All in all, this is a real winner from the House of Fragrance World, in my opinion. Recently, I reviewed another clone of, you know, Invictus Victory Elixir from the House of Hadlage, which is also very nice, but I think Invicto Victorious Elixir is actually better. But you can bet that I'm going to do a fragrance battle between the two fragrances. All in all, Invicto Victorious Elixir, in my opinion, is a big winner and gets a huge like from me. So guys, in today's video I showed you a fantastically good clone of Paco Rabanne's Invictus Victory Elixir that comes from the House of Fragrance World, and it's called Invicto Victorious Elixir. I hope that you found this video interesting. If you did, give it a like, and I also hope that you're going to join me in the next one. And until then, stay safe and bye bye.